The ultimate goal for every drag racer is 0.00. No one will ever get there, obviously, but it's one of those halfway to the wall things. You keep going better and better and better.
I'm from Newmarket, Alabama. I live in and around that area about all my life. Don't worry about what the guy in another lane's doing. If you think about that stuff, you're going to screw up.
We went 629 a couple trips back, and we came this time and said, well, the next big goal would be to run faster than Joe Signorelli from Gas Motorsports, who held the record at 625.
So drag racing is not just 400 meters and that's it. It takes a lot of preparation.
Even my family, I'm gonna go racing. They would say, please don't go. You're gonna kill yourself. This car started everything. I got this car back in 1993 when I used to study back in Austin, Texas. I got the car like any other student getting a car for transportation. But then in 1994 I decided to ship this car back to Bahrain. And when I got it here, the racing scene started. So I started modifying the car. I was one of the first guys in the Middle East to modify a Supra with a huge power. Back then it was nearly about 800 horsepower. I used to race I used to do street racing, which I'm against right now, but I was young and I used to do that. I used to enjoy doing that. And this is what started everything. But here when I bought the car originally, was the car back in 2004. He used to hold the record for the fastest Supra back in 2004. And here when I got the car in 2006 at BIC, and I was running the car, I was competitive, but I wasn't the fastest back then.
Yeah.
And from 2006 until now, see we're progressing, and we've achieved what we achieved today.
Brahim works very hard in car preparation, and he's always updating his cars with all the latest parts to make him go faster. You see him in drag racing events, in every event, trying hard with both his cars, with mechanics, with drivers, and so on. So basically, what Brahim is doing, others are not, is he's always up to date with the latest parts. You have to keep in mind there's a lot of things that's involved in all of this. The engine tuner, the engine builder, the suspension, the car, the mechanics, and also the driver as well. So drag racing is not just 400 meters and that's it. It takes a lot of preparation just to go, that 6.2 or 7.1 or 7.2, seconds down the quarter mile.
Last time we were here, we really struggled with the car, so we came a day early and tested, and everything we had thought would work did. So we went 629 a couple trips back, and we came this time and said, well, the next big goal would be to run faster than at 625.
See if we can make this Outlaw car a little bit quicker than it's been in the past. Maybe if we're lucky, we can make it the quickest one in the world. When I first came here, we were working on the IRS car. It was gray. Khalid Muhammad was driving it, and seems to me we were going to be happy if the car ran in the 9s, and it ended up going 912, which was like we were all blown away. We couldn't believe it, and little did I know 6 years later we'd be here with a car trying to run 712, the same exact car. Anytime you go to the races, you obviously you want to try and win. Sometimes that's possible, sometimes it's not. With a drag car, more than maybe any other kind of car, it really comes down to the tuner and what you do power management wise with the engine. The tune part on the engine, once the engine's done, it's done. The tuning part comes into trying to use the available power that the engine can make versus how much power you can get through the tire on the track. And the track conditions change even if the car doesn't, and you have to try and match those. This car, my job's pretty easy. The speed part comes from me, the ET part comes from Eric.
I've been doing some sort of racing just about all my life, so it's been, this is just another part of it, another stage of it. This is my second season with them, and this is top notch. It's unbelievable. I try to go home and tell people about this, and I just can't describe how it is over here. It's very nice.
Once you go in the starting line and see the fans and see the lights, the board, looking at the finish line, the number shows up, you forget about everything what happened.
Very interesting how quickly you get jaded in this sport. And what I mean by that is this car at the last race made its second quickest run ever, 7:18, and first time over 200 for a car that's not got a clutch in it. And we were excited about that. And last night the car ran 7:24. 2 races ago we would have killed all of our mothers to see a 7:24. We see a 7:24 last night, everyone just turns around and walks off the starting line. I mean, it's instant gratification when you run quicker than you've ever gone before, or you set a new record, or you do something amazing. And as soon as you don't do it anymore, it becomes extremely boring.